I've got so much on my mind, so much that I feel like I have to say. I'll be honest, I'm personally scared for my life. Not just for myself, but I'm terrified for the rest, for everybody. Like, the situation in this world, the situation in this country is so bad that I don't see how there is much hope for us to have a future. I mean, there's been some seriously apocalyptic shit going on, man. And it's hard for me to straighten my life out, to deal with my drinking issue, binge drinking bullshit, and to, or to hold down a job when I'm aware of all this crazy shit happening. Because working and trying to get ahead, and even sobering in so many ways, I'll be honest, it feels fucking pointless. Like swimming against the current, you know? I see this shit going on in this country and across the world. It just doesn't look like there's fucking hope for the damn future, man. I mean, look, it's very obvious to me. It should be obvious to fucking everyone that we don't have a fucking... We the people, do not have a government that gives a shit about us. We the people do not have corporations or rich people that give a shit about us. We don't have it, you know? It should be obvious, dude. We've been under attack, sustained attack for years, man. Things could not be this bad if this was not being done intentionally. Our countries are being destroyed from within. And the people that we've put in place, whose job it is to try and fix this shit, are doing nothing but continuing to make the situation worse every fucking which way they can. People like to talk and pretend like there's some kind of mismanagement, or like these people are bad at their jobs, because people are unwilling to recognize the truth. The truth is, and it should be very clear, that things could not be this fucked up unless there were a lot of people actively working intentionally to make them this fucked up. This is not an accident. You know, California is not accidentally burning to the ground. Lahaina did not accidentally go up in flames. You know, the stores are not accidentally running out of fucking inventory, you know, so on and so forth. Like, all the fucking farms and warehouses and things did not accidentally go up in flames. You know, the shipping lanes did not accidentally get blocked. You know, the stuff that's going on is not fucking accidental. You know, it can't be. The infrastructure of our fucking country is being torn to shreds. And wrecked and ruined, man. And it's clearly intentional. Politics is a fucking joke. And I really don't understand how the fuck anyone could look at that, political situation and not realize how much of a complete farce it is. It should be obvious, man. It should be fucking obvious. Or maybe it's just more obvious from where I mean, I guess I've researched things for years and I know more about what's going on because I've just done many years of research. But at this point, it's just been so obvious, though. It just seems so dang obvious to me, though. And I don't understand how it's not obvious to everybody that people are not trying to help. They're not trying to fucking fix things. It's a big club and you ain't in it. You and I are not in the big club. It's like. People seem to pretend or like they believe that what's happening throughout the Western world is due to incompetence or something. This is not what I see. I do not see incompetence. I see people very competently, very effectively destroying our countries, destroying the world intentionally. I don't know how anyone can buy into this politics shit, man. It's so goddamn obvious at this point that it's mind blowing that anyone could believe that shit is real. I mean, look, they're not even fucking trying hard to make it look like they're fucking doing anything to help, like in so many ways. Like it's just getting so obvious at this point that if you can't see that they don't work for us, that they don't care about us, then you need to open your eyes, man, because it's so fucking obvious, dude. There's some really fucking evil people or whatever. I don't even know if they're fucking human at this point. It's so fucking messed up that it really leads me to question whether the ones running this world are even fucking human. Because it doesn't make a lot of sense. The level of destruction these people are wreaking on the world is just, and on their own fucking countries and stuff like that. It's just so fucking unbelievable. It's like I can't even see how it would even benefit them to do this. Not just destructive to us, it's destructive to their own fucking ends. It doesn't make a lot of sense. What the hell are we gonna do? I'm saying, like, the sort of shit that's going on in this place, that, no, it doesn't make a lot of sense, man. I mean, think about it from... Even for someone... I mean, the most wealthy people in the world, man. If they make this world suck, then they're going to be living in a world that sucks. Their children are going to be living in a world that sucks because they made it that way. Understand? You see what I'm saying? They crash the economy. They're crashing the economy for themselves too. They devalue the dollar. They devalue every dollar in their own bank account. If they make it unaffordable for normal people to fucking live here, you know, who are they gonna pay to, who's gonna come over to their house and clean their pool or paint their house or fix their plumbing, Who's gonna deliver the food to their house, And people can't afford to live. You see what I'm saying? Like this, I mean, if they crash the economy to make things more unaffordable, it's going to come a point where people aren't going to be able to buy their goods or their services anymore, and they're going to fucking lose money. You see what I'm saying? It just doesn't fucking add up. It's like there's some kind of alien force or something, demonic or just. But even that doesn't make a hell of a lot of sense, Why do I say that doesn't make a lot of sense? Because the method by which these people are going about their, the destroying shit. If you wanted to let's say you wanted to rule the world, you wanted to take over the world, or you wanted to conquer a country or whatever, do you want to fucking be, you want to rule the fucking ash heap? Or do you want to fucking something nice, You see what I'm saying? Like, but they're wrecking everything, Even just from the perspective of somebody, like if someone was a military conqueror or something, you don't want to wreck the thing that you're trying to take over. Well, I mean, think about it. If you're a say, like, I'll use the example of like an old school, like a castle or something. Say you're the Dark Lord Sauron or whatever the hell. You got your army of orcs, around a castle. Right? Would you rather blockade the castles until everyone inside starves to death and then march in there and take over and now you've got another castle? Or do you want to, pelt the wall with rocks and destroy the castle walls and now you have one less castle? You see what I'm saying? You could have, just fucking doesn't make a lot of sense what's going on. No, it doesn't make sense. Doesn't make sense. Even if you were like some kind of, if you're the devil himself, or you're fallen angels, or you're, evil space aliens that hate humanity or something, it doesn't make a lot of sense to go about things the way that they're going about it, though. You know? If there's some force trying to conquer us, then why don't they just fucking, there's so many ways they could do it without wrecking everything, you know? They could make things better instead of worse, Then when they took over, they'd have something better, instead of something that was destroyed. It just doesn't make a lot of sense. The stuff that's going on in this world just shows a level of destructiveness and cruelty that is illogical. I don't know. What's so strange about it. It would have to be like some kind of alien force or something. But even then, like, why? I'm just saying, there's better ways. Even if there's some super evil force or whatever, a lot of better ways to go about this shit. It's just. Damn it. I'm so fucking. I'm so tired. I'm sick of thinking about this shit. But I just feel like, things have to be said, things have to be acknowledged, What's going on here is not right. It just doesn't make a lot of sense. I can't hardly think of a way that would make this make sense. The closest thing to making sense would be if it was like, this talk about like archons or some kind of evil demiurge or something, that feeds off of our, negative energy or something. But you would think that something that powerful and intelligent would be able to think of a better way, You know what I mean? The level of sadism and cruelty is just on a whole other level. I'm just saying, because the way that things are done, the way that things have been made so much worse, it's clear that that this was planned and organized, and that a whole lot of people are in on just this absolute, on causing suffering and destruction to our countries and all over the world. And it's just it would take a huge organized effort, a lot of people involved to make things this screwed up. And it's not beneficial. I don't see how it would benefit anyone. I mean, really think about it, dude. It's not even beneficial to the wealthy, is what I'm saying. Like, the super wealthy would not even be benefiting from destroying everything. If they made things better for the common people would have more money, and the super wealthy would get richer. Because more people would be paying for their services and buying their products and stuff. You see what I'm saying? Make everybody too poor to be able to, afford a decent standard of living. And the people who have the majority of the money are going to make less money than they would if the people were more wealthy. That's the reality, If they destroy the dollar, they're destroying the dollars in their own bank account in the process. You see what I'm saying? You see what I'm I'm so fucking sick of this shit, dude. I'm so sick of everything being so fucking screwed up, man. And it's just being ignored by the majority of people, man. It's fucking heartbreaking, dude. Feel so fucking demoralized, I can't help it. Like, I feel like we're just fucking doomed, man. Like, and the people that have the resources and the influence to be able to fix things seem to all be working together to make things worse instead of better. What type of a fucking hell realm is this, man? Just doesn't make a lot of fucking sense, dude.